When I first slipped on the VR headset, the world around me blurred and twisted into a hyper-real landscape, each detail sharper than reality. I had signed up for Mindscape, a game that promised an unparalleled psychological experience, claiming to explore the deepest recesses of the human mind. But it wasn't until the ground beneath my feet solidified into an endless, dimly lit hallway that I realized something was terribly wrong. The air seemed to pulse with a sinister energy, and I felt an inexplicable pressure, as if 1,000 eyes were watching from the shadows. This wasn't just any mind, it was a prison of horrors, and I was trapped within the psyche of a killer. As I moved through the corridor, the walls began to whisper, hushed, urgent voices recounting tales of betrayal and madness. Doors lined the hallway, each marked with a name and a date. I hesitated, drawn to a door slightly ajar, the name Elena etched into the wood. Inside, I witnessed scenes from her life unfold in ghostly projections, her laughter, her love, and the moment she met him. The killer's presence was palpable, a dark silhouette lurking just out of sight, manipulating events like a puppet master. Each room was a piece of his twisted puzzle, and with every step, I felt his grip tighten around my mind, blurring the lines between his thoughts and mine. Desperation clawed at me as I realized the only way out was to unravel his secrets, to confront the darkest corners of his mind. Each encounter grew more intense, the killer's memories bleeding into mine. I felt his rage, his obsession, and his chilling indifference to life. But there was something else, a flicker of remorse buried deep within. It was a weakness, a crack in his otherwise impenetrable facade, and I knew I had to exploit it. The whispers grew louder, more frantic, guiding me to a final door, one without a name. A sense of dread washed over me, but I knew this was it, the heart of the labyrinth, the key to my escape. Pushing the door open, I was engulfed by a maelstrom of emotions, a cacophony of guilt, fear, and longing. In the center of the room stood a mirror, and as I approached, the reflection that stared back was not my own. It was him. I realized with horror that our minds had intertwined, his thoughts seeping into mine, molding my reality. Panic surged as I felt my identity slipping away, consumed by his darkness. In a last desperate act, I reached out, shattering the glass. The world around me imploded, and I was torn from the virtual nightmare. But as I ripped off the headset, a chilling clarity settled in. I wasn't alone in my mind anymore. His presence lingered, a sinister echo, whispering promises of what was yet to come.